Howdy again, VC. I thought I'd do a recommendation what I've been spinning lately. Vinyl, mostly hard rock from the 80s, this one. So starting with, I pulled this out a long time since I heard this one. It's Girls School, Screaming Blue Murder, one of my favorite Girls School albums. Great album. It has Don't Call It Love on this one. And they do a cover version of the Rolling Stones song Live With Me. It Turns Your Head Around, great song. Great album by Girls School. It's on Bronze Records, 1982. Recommend this one. Great stuff. And this is kind of hard to get. It's not one that pops up regularly. It's the new wave of British heavy metal band. It's Vardis, Metal Power. It's a double album, compilation album. It's on Logo Records, 1981. It has songs like You Move Along, The Lion's Share, The World's Insane, Living Out of Touch, Let's Go, 100, MPH, If I Were King, one of my favorite Vardis songs, Police Patrol, Steamin' Along. Great double compilation album from 1981 by Vardis. Fold out cover here. Recommend this if you get hold of this. Some Thrash, Sacrilege BC, their second album, Too Cool to Pray, from 1988 on Medusa Records. It says the second ripping album produced by Exodus producer Mark Senasek. Sacrilege BC, Too Cool to Pray. This one I haven't heard like is the 80s. I just pulled it out and thought let's give it a listen, and it's the self-titled album and the only album they release is Fort Knox. Great hard rock album. Songs like Lucifer's Eyes, Rockin' in America, Storm Inside My Head, a great song, Rock and Roll City. It's a three-piece band. It's on Epic Records. It's produced by Chris Tangeridis, who's been producing Tin Lizzy. He's been producing Judas Priest, and he's in the Anvil movie, produced Anvil. These guys are from Atlanta, Georgia. It's on Epic Records. It's a promotional copy, this one. I think this is the kind of stuff you find in the bargain bin. So grab this if you see this, if you're into 80s hard rock. Great album, Fort Knox. And I pulled out the debut album by Kingdom Come. Great album, even though they're like a Led Zeppelin cloning. Great album. Great Led Zeppelin copy, if you can call them that. Produced by Bob Rock and Lenny Wolf, 1988. Kingdom Come. This one too, great compilation. It's Total Destruction. It's on Metal Blade Records, 1984. It has Bitch, Be My Slave. Specially remix for this album. That's a great song. Bitch. Bitch, Be My Slave, Slayer, Die by the Sword. Specially remix for this album, it says. Obsession, The Execution from Martial Law. Savage Grace, The Dominatress from the EP Dominatress. Pandemonium, The Prey from Heavy Metal Soldiers. Warlord, Child of the Damned from Deliver Us. Great band, Warlord. Trouble, Bastards Will Pay from the debut album Trouble. Great band. Witch Killer, Day of the Saxons from the EP Day of the Saxons. Demon Flight, Search and Destroy from the EP Demon Flight. And Bitch, Live for the Whip from the album Damnation Alley. Really recommend this compilation. Total Destruction, classic 80 American metal. This one too, it's Martyr, Darkness at Time's Edge. Martyr from Holland. This is 1986. This is original copy on Metal Bit Records. I do have the first album too, and these two albums has been reissued now this year, I think, through High Roller. These guys always been compared to Iron Maiden. Looks kind of glammy, but it's metal. The music sounds a little like Iron Maiden. I don't think the vocals sounds like Iron Maiden though. But classic 80's metal, Martyr from Holland. And this one, Atheist. I'm not sure how do you pronounce that. Unquestionable Presence. Great, like technical proggy death metal. This is from 1991 on Music for Nation Active Records, produced by the legendary Scott Burns. This is their second album. Great technical death thrash metal. This one too I was listening today. Great album. It's the second Devastation album, Signs of Life. Great thrash album. Great thrash band. These guys are from Texas. This is from 1989 on Under One Flag. I really recommend this one. Devastation, Signs of Life. Classic thrash. This one too, Male Volun Creation, their debut album, The 10 Commandments. Great death thrash metal. It's produced by Scott Burns, this one too. These guys are from Florida, Tampa, 1991, Roadrunner Records. Reminds me a little bit about Deicide, the first Deicide album. Great album. Male Volun Creation, I think that's how it's pronounced. The 10 Commandments. Recommend that one. Some hardcore. Chromax, The Age of Quarrel on GWR Records, 1987. Legendary band, Chromax. Great album. And this one I pulled out, so I hadn't listened to this since the 80's. Is Killer Dwarfs debut self-titled album. Cool album. It's on Roadrunner Attic Records, 1983. I just read these guys were on tour in America with Bullet Boys. Killer Dwarfs, their debut album, self-titled. This one, Angus, Track of Doom from Holland. This is 1985-86. Kind of remind me, look at this guy. Kind of remind me of Saxon, the vocals sometimes. Angus, Track of Doom. And the last one, classic Canadian metal hard rock, Rabbit Tears, the self-titled album from 1982 on Chameleon Records. I used to listen to the song Headbang when I was a kid. I do have some more Rabbit Tears albums. Rabbit Tears from Canada. Recommend this one. Classic hard rock metal from Canada, 1982, Chameleon Records. So that's what I've been spinning lately and what I recommend. So cheers again from Norway. God bless. Greetings from Norway. Rock on. And please do subscribe and leave a comment if you like. I also take if you want some requests, like some, if I have some 80's metal you wonder about, or let me know. Cheers again. Bye from Norway.